today is about IELTS Academic, namely the part of speaking. IELTS Academic is the most popular exam in the world, a linguistic exam, of course, namely English. It's the most popular exam and allows you to register within medical councils in different countries, such as the UK, Ireland, the United States, Australia, New Zealand, but also allows candidates to register for university, to be admitted to different universities around the world. Our purpose is to get at least 7 in each skill for universities and more or less the same scores for medical councils. Welcome to Andrea Berghout Academy. Irina will start the speaking class. Hello, Irina.
Hello. Hi, welcome everybody. Nice to meet you, Matei and Mihaela.
Hello.
Okay. So today we will talk about IELTS speaking. We will start with the structure of this section. I will share the screen now. Okay. So here we have the parts. Yeah, it has 3 parts. Sorry, without that part. The examiner will ask you general questions about yourself and a range of familiar topics such as home, family, work, studies, and interests. You will be given a card then, which asks you to talk about a particular topic. You will have 1 minute to prepare before speaking for up to 2 minutes. The examiner will then ask 1 or 2 questions on the same topic. And in the last part, which is considered the most difficult one, you will be asked further questions about the topic that you have just talked about. These will give you the opportunity to discuss more abstract ideas and issues. Yeah, so this part lasts between 11 to 14 minutes usually, and we will go through all parts one by one. So first, we have some part 1 questions, some examples. These are usually super simple. Anyone almost can answer these. So we will also discuss some of them. What kind of answers should we give in part 1? Can anyone tell me? How would you answer these questions?
Not very complex, simple answers.
Okay, yes, simple answers. So Matei, for example, if I ask you, do you work or study? How would you answer this?
I study.
And that's it.
I'm not working. Okay.
Yeah, usually in part 1, you should give, they are called 1+1 answers because you have to answer the question like straight away as you did. And then you should add a small piece of detail. Yeah.
Okay.
So, okay, you study and then tell me something about it, not in a lot of words. Yeah, still simple.
I study medicine and I am very passionate about this field.
Okay, we could keep that. Yeah, study medicine and I'm very passionate about it. Or I'm in, I don't know, 2nd year or anything. Yeah, any small detail like that. Okay. Now, if we go to another question. So as you can see here, we have some about studies. Then we have something about work. Yeah. Let's do this one. Andrea, what do you do for a living?
For a living?
Do you work at the moment or?
At the moment, I am about to do a trading course because I used to work as a nurse for a year and a half at the COVID support.
Okay. Good. We can stop here. Yeah. Good. Now, Roxana, maybe. Can you describe one of your typical working days?
Usually my program starts at 6:30 in the morning. The first thing is to do handover from one shift to another. then to check daily duties, meaning diary, and then we start usually medication.
Okay, that's perfect.
yeah.
Yeah, just don't go longer than that. Then it would be too much. They might stop you. And in part one, it's not the best thing to be stopped. Yeah, so just give a simple answer. Great. Let's go to Mihaela.
Yeah.
Can you describe your town or village to me?
Yeah,
Your
I
hometown.
moved my hometown or where I am now.
Okay, let's.
I'm in Ireland for 1
Okay.
week,
You can talk.
and I live in Ranwood. It's a mountain zone in a village.
Yeah.
Next to a lake and many tree around.
Okay, great. Well, one more question for you. What
Yeah.
jobs do people in that town do?
The locals work in the woods or have a farm with animals. Yeah.
Okay, great. Can we add one more detail about this?
Yeah, I don't know very much of the zone, but it's a touristic zone in Ireland in the summer because they have 7 lakes around here. They go fishing.
All right.
Swimming. Yeah.
That is fine. Great. Let's do just one more, Matei. For example, what changes have taken place in your city in recent years?
I live in Bucharest, so I don't know about a lot of changes.
You know, a tip is not to be always honest in the exam.
Okay, yeah.
You can invent anything, no one checks. It just has to be, logical, of course, to make sense. Let's invent something. What kind of change?
The area where I live has been renovated, redesigned, I can say. There are a lot of construction sites. There are I don't know. It's in a development process, so.
Okay. That's, slightly a better answer. Of course, we're missing that fluency, but you get that with practice. Yeah. So that is an okay answer. Don't say that you don't know. Yeah. Invent something, just talk about it. Yeah. Because anyway, the examiners will listen to your grammar, your vocabulary, not so much to your ideas, Okay. So this is part one. Yeah, you can get questions about pretty much anything, but pretty easy questions that you can give short answers to. Now, if we go to part two, here you receive a cue card. Yeah, it's a card and it has one of these kind of subjects on it. Yeah, you have to describe something in 1-2 minutes maximum. And you also have some points. Yeah, these when, how, what, why, all of these, you should go through them. For this, usually you have 1 minute at the exam to prepare. You can write down notes. This works for most people. Just not writing the whole text, but just some notes to follow when you speak about it, because you should do your best not to read. Speak freely, naturally. Have a conversation with the examiner, basically. Okay, now let's choose one of these. Anyone can choose, and I will give you 1 minute to think of an answer, and then we'll discuss some of them. Okay, 1 minute starting now. Okay. So that was 1 minute. Of course, if you practice by yourselves, you should take some more time in at the beginning, more minutes to prepare, and with time decrease it to 1 minute. Okay, let's give it a try. Did anyone choose the second one?
I did.
Me too.
Okay, great. Well, let's hear. Okay, Mihaela, because you are new here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a dress for my grandmother.
Okay.
It's a very old dress from the period of the Second War.
Mhm.
It's a vintage one. It's a green dress with I sewed some flowers on the top of it.
Mhm.
My grandmother give it to me approximately 20 years ago,
Yeah.
and I wear it very, I like it very much because it's a hard thing for me.
Mhm.
Okay, I think that's
That is all. Okay,
Yeah.
that was like 50 seconds.
okay.
Okay. Usually I advise you to try to reach 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Okay.
That would be perfect.
Okay.
Yeah. To also have the desired score. Okay. You said at one point, my grandmother give it to me. Did you say this?
Yeah.
Okay. So this happened in the past. We should use past tense here. What is the past
Okay.
form for to give?
I don't know because I don't know the grammatics very well.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Does anyone know the second form for this verb to give? What is the past?
Gave.
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 Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
My grandmother gave it to me.
Okay.
All right. Good. And you had some sort of repetition there. You said the dress like 3 times in a very
Okay.
short
Mhm.
span of time. Is there any way that we can replace this word dress with a synonym? Or
Thing,
sorry?
thing, or clothes.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's a piece of clothing. We can call
Clothing,
it that.
okay.
A
Mhm.
garment.
Okay.
Yeah. So as much as possible, try not to repeat
Okay.
the same words. Good. Can we replace the word old with any?
Vintage.
Okay, in this case, yes, it's
Okay.
perfect. Vintage works. Any other synonyms? No matter the context.
Okay.
Old. So we have vintage. We can use maybe classic,
From my
classical,
classic.
antique.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Good. So this is another thing we should try to do, not to use exactly the words that they provide, if possible. Yeah, if you don't have a synonym, just use the word, it's fine. Yeah, but whenever possible, try to replace the word. Good. And maybe another thing that could help, try to start with I would like to talk about. This one works for most topics. Yeah, and it gives you a way to start. It helps you get into the speech more easily. Yeah, and plus we also add like 1-2 seconds there, so that helps us too. Okay, thank you. Let's see for the first one. Did anyone choose that?
I
Yes.
choose it. Oh.
Okay, so Matei, would you like to try?
Okay. It happens in Bucharest near Palace of Parliament. I was in a hurry to get to the labs, and I was blocked like 45 minutes. I was in my car, but I don't know why the traffic was blocked. Maybe because of rain, or I don't know.
That's it?
Pretty much.
30 seconds. Okay. So we need to add more details to this to reach the time. I didn't really hear any grammar mistakes, so that's fine. But we need more details to have the proper time here.
Okay.
So 1 more minute of details to be more exact. Okay, let's discuss vocabulary a bit for this task. Can we replace any words here?
The words that I used, or
the words from the
okay
topic.
I could change traffic jam to traffic blocked.
Okay, so we can say the traffic was blocked for sure. Yeah, we can describe it indeed. If we don't have an exact synonym, like a 1 word or 2 words, you can describe what it means. So yeah,
Okay.
slow moving traffic, we can describe, I don't know, cars.
Bumper to bumper.
Yes, exactly. Anything like that. Okay, instead of saying you were late.
I was in a rush.
Okay, but that's not a synonym for
Yeah.
being late.
Running out of time.
Okay, running out of time. That's fine. Now for the last one, if anyone chose it. No? Okay, let's do Roxana, the first one. You said you have it.
Yeah, I would like to speak about a situation which happened a few years ago. I came back from Ploiești to Bucharest. It was not raining. The weather was good, but traffic stopped suddenly. Unfortunately, it was a car accident. Following this, all drivers were nervous, and the queue of cars was long. So we faced the situation of staying in traffic few good hours because it was almost impossible to remove the damaged car from the road. I stayed calm because it was nothing to do in this situation. And in the end, the situation was solved and the people calm, and we started to go again to Bucharest, to continue our journey to Bucharest. It was a traffic jam, a peak of traffic, but even so, people didn't understand. People didn't try to understand the situation, and some of them, they shouted and were really angry and anxious because they didn't arrive at home in the right time.
That is fine. 1 minute 40 seconds. Yeah, that would be like a perfect amount of speaking, let's say. Okay. Yeah, there were some like grammar mistakes. Most of the time you corrected right away, which is another thing you should know. So if during your speech you realize that you have made a mistake, you can correct it right after. Yeah, and it doesn't count as a mistake anymore. If you ignore it and leave it there, yes. But if you change the tense or whatever mistake you made, not a mistake anymore. Good. We can go further to part 3.
You didn't. I didn't speak about that.
Which one?
The second one, because I chose the second.
You did the second. Okay, please.
So basically, I have a set of gems like the amethyst, eye of the tiger, pirates. When I was a kid, I usually bought from magazines. I bought the one per week, and I have like 22 gems, and they are significantly old. And I'm very happy that I collect every one of them from time to time. At some point, I missed one number, but luckily I found the missing gem, and I'm very happy that I managed to collect every single gem.
53 seconds. Okay. Good. So 25, 30 more seconds we would need here. Try not to start with so, or basically try to start with I would like to talk about. Yeah. And be careful. I would like to talk about, because it's better than saying I wanna talk about. Yeah, that's more like informal. So here we try to be the most polite we can. You use something very nice, significantly old, which is adverb plus adjective. So these kinds of word combinations, they are recommended. Yeah, they really raise your score if you do like adverb plus verb, adverb plus adjective, and so on. Okay, great. Next, should have part 3 here. Okay, the last part, which is considered the most difficult one, because you don't have time to think. The questions are pretty difficult too, and you should speak like, let's say, 3 or 4 complex sentences. This is the kind of answer they expect. You should also, at the same time, try not to use the same words that they provide in the question as much as possible. So there are a lot of things going on in this part. Let's try to do some of these. Maybe Mihaela. Let's do the first one. Are traffic jams common in your country's big cities? Mihaela, you're muted. Sorry. You have to...
Sorry, okay. Okay, are traffic jams common in your country's big city? What is jams?
What's a traffic jam?
Traffic, I know.
So a traffic jam, that's an expression. What do you think it means?
Traffic jam, when the traffic is very...
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah, in Bucharest. Very common. Your country, big cities. Yeah. In Constanța, like the same. Maybe in the summertime.
So can you give some reasons why do you think this happens, or?
Yeah, at the sea. It's happened because many tourists come.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. And I think the traffic jams are in the some hours, like in the morning, for example, in Bucharest, because the people go to work, and
Okay.
in the afternoon when the kids go out of the school. In the morning, the same.
All right. Okay. That would be fine. Of course, we need the answer to be more
exactly,
fluent.
Yeah.
But pretty much, yeah, that's the kind of answer you should give here. Okay. Next. Matei. What kind of things give status to people in your country? What does this mean? Give status?
The appearance or the social status on
Okay, give status. It's like they I don't know,
credits.
Put the people in a position of respect or importance. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Something like that. Okay.
So in my country, the status is pretty much given by the car you are driving, the clothes that are wearing, the I don't know, the jewelries or.
Okay.
How much money do you have in your account?
Yeah.
Yes, it's like a price tag. The higher it gets, the higher.
Why do you think this is the case?
I'm not saying that is a good thing, but I could see in this part of the world, these are the things that can give you status.
Okay, so like it's a common value for this area. Okay. All right. It's a good answer. Andrea. Are people in modern time more focused on their career than in the past?
I believe that people are more focused on the career now rather than the past. That's because they are more skilled.
Okay.
Skilled, sociable, and maybe more friendly.
So Roxana disagrees, I guess.
No, I consider in this moment, I mean in the present, they are more focused on career because of the pressure of the society, because now the temptation are bigger than in the past. People want to buy more, to enjoy life more, so sometimes they neglect the part of free time of family, opposite to the temptation of having more money. I think they were skilled even in the past. I'm speaking now about my parents, about the old generation teachers who are really very well prepared, because we are what we are in the present, because they were very well, they have very good knowledge to send us this information. But in the moment, the pressure of the society is very big on the people who work. This is my opinion.
Yeah, that sounds like a good answer. Yeah. So as you know, there are no good or bad opinions. Yeah, just you have to speak about it. Yeah, use nice vocabulary, nice grammar, and have ideas, basically. Okay, let's try one more. Mihaela, what do you think are the most important qualities for friends to have?
Okay. For my friends, the most, I think, to be loyal, to help you when you are needed, and
And why do you think?
because in the heart, when you have a hard time or a moment, they have to be close to you to give you advices and
Okay, you said advices.
advices. Yeah.
This is an uncountable word, so
Yeah.
it's only advice.
Advice. Okay.
Yeah, if we want to make it plural, we can say pieces of advice, for example, but it doesn't have a form with S at the end.
Okay.
Well, all right. Good. Maybe Matei, and that's it. What can be done to improve traffic conditions in cities?
That's a difficult one.
Yes.
So I could say that the number of cars that are in my city is too large for this area, for this perimeter. I could say we can improve our we could improve buses, we could improve our
what?
To improve the infrastructure of the road or the system.
Could say that, but
what do you mean? What do you want to say? Can we rephrase it?
I would recommend that the number of cars would be reduced, and we can share different types of vehicles.
Okay.
I don't know, ride sharing and more.
Good. So you are pro, let's say, public transportation?
Yes.
Okay. Right. Well, we could stop here. Just one more thing. So in Andrea's answer, I think you used exactly these words, yeah, that appear here. Can we replace any of them? Like instead of career, what can we use?
Career.
Your last job?
The main plan.
So we can use any words related to work, basically. We can say they are more focused on their job. Yeah. We can explain they, I don't know, spend a lot of time thinking about their workplace or work tasks, or they are focused on their professional life. Yeah. Anything like this. Okay, just try not to repeat exactly all the words. You can repeat some, it's not a problem, but not all of them. Okay, good. Any questions for today or about speaking in general? Okay, well, if you have any questions, you can send them to us by email or through a message on the page. And that was it for today. We will hopefully meet another time with some more free lessons about IELTS. So everyone have a nice day, and I'll see you next time.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you
Have a
very
nice
much.
day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.